Welcome back to another video, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to submit your cards to HGA. Let's go! So I'm sure all of you know it is so hard to get into HGA. I've been trying for a couple months now and I finally made it in. So I have 5 cards that I'm going to prepare and send off to them. We've got a Tua, a Herbert, a DK Metcalf, Joel Embiid, and a Jason Tatum. Now the Jason Tatum is in an SGC 8.5, but I like Jason Tatum. Even if it doesn't grade very well, the HGA case looks way better than the SGC case, in my opinion.
All right, so step 1 of sending your cards off to HGA is you have to make an account. So let's do that. We're going to go to hybridgrading.com here, and we'll just click sign up. You'll enter in your information in here, and then just click I am not a robot if you aren't a robot. If you are a robot, you cannot sign up. And then create account. If you already have an account, then all you have to do is just simply sign in. Now, once you've logged in, all you need to do is click Start Submission, and that'll take you directly to this page here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to create order. So we'll click on Create Order, and we're going to add a card. So if we want to add this Justin Herbert Select right here, we're going to type in the year of the card, which is 2021. We'll type in the set name, which is Select. The player name, Justin Herbert. The card number, which is 44. And the variation, which is Concourse. Right here is the declared value. For this card, I just put 100. I'm not sure how tough they're going to be on declared value, so we'll just go with this. Now, to choose your label, so these are all the labels that they have right here. And for me personally, I really like the splash and to match the card. I think that looks really good just personally. I'll flash some different examples right here of this LeBron James card. The splash, which is just this little color right here in the corner, and then the match card, to me that looks better than if you're going to match the team color. And I think HGA does a really good job at putting the right things together. I think when it doesn't look good is when the person making the card has selected something that they shouldn't have. All right, so we'll pick the color splash match card, and then we're going to do a quantity of 1. And now with HGA, you can only submit 5 cards. And now if we wanted to add another card, we would just click the plus. If we mess something up and we needed to delete it, we would click the delete button. Now you want to have these queued up and ready to go beforehand. So you would just go through, log all your cards in there, and then click save and quit. Now say you actually make it into the queue, it's going to pop you back into this page. And then right here, there will be a next button. So that's really the only difference. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty confusing. It's kind of nerve-wracking when you're waiting weeks and weeks and weeks to get in, and then you finally get in. And there's not a whole lot. They don't do the greatest job at explaining how to process cards. In my opinion, I do a lot of stuff through PSA. HGA is a little lacking on that side. So right here, there'll be a little next button. You click the next button, and then that's what takes you over to entering in your address, your billing information, and then you process the order. Now they do require you to pay right away. So PSA, you pay when you get your cards back, when they're sending them back and they're all done. This you pay up front. All right, so you have your cards prepared. You know which ones you're gonna send off to grading. And then now it's really just a waiting game. So the next step here is to wait and wait and wait some more and just keep waiting. So just for example, I've been trying to get into HGA for months and I just finally got in. And let me tell you, Oh my gosh, it was exhilarating, exciting, all those fun words there. I don't know if I was having withdrawals from not being able to send a PSA, but holy shit, it was nice to get some cards sent off to grading. So right here at the top, where it says weekly card gradings are limited to ensure turnaround times, next reset is on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern time. What that means is at 4:45 Eastern time, they're going to open up the queue. So you have to log into your HGA account and kind of sit in that queue. And that queue is going to be open for 15 minutes. And then after 15 minutes, right at 5 o'clock, they're going to cut the queue off, and then they're going to randomize the order for it. So they give, I think it's like 3,500 cards each time. So on Tuesday and Friday. So by calculating that, if you're not in the top like 600, there's a chance you might not get in. Now, when I got in, I was like 800, and I was like, I don't know about this, but I got in. So that means a lot of people were submitting 1 or 2 cards. Now, once you finally make it in, it's your time. It's going to bring you back to this page right here. Now, the only difference is right here at the bottom, there'll be a little next button. That's the only difference, so it's kind of confusing. So you'll click next right here. That'll take you to the next page, and that's where you'll put in your billing information, your address. You'll pay for the cards at that time. So that's pretty much it. You know, it is really hard to get into HGA. You have to be very persistent. Get there on time, set an alarm on your phone. That's what I did. So now let's go into how we're going to pack these cards to send them off. Now, very carefully, we're going to try to crack this open. So what you need are some tile cutters, or you could also use pliers. You need a towel just to keep shards from flying all over the place, and a flathead screwdriver. So we're going to take the towel cutter, put it at the very corner here, and just try to crack the corner open. And then we're going to take the flathead and kind of pry it to open this thing up. And then this just goes on top of it while you're cracking to make sure that shards aren't flying all over the place. All right, here we go. Place that right there in the corner, about halfway in there. I'm just going to put this on top of it. 1, 2, 3. Dang. Stuff shot all over the place. I feel like this thing is in pieces. And yes, it is. Whew. Man. Yeah, this thing exploded. Like, shots went all over behind me, hitting the wall. So make sure to have that thing on there. Probably safety goggles would be helpful as well. Dang, that thing really cracked. So then we're going to take the flathead and we're going to keep it at the top. We're going to do the flathead this way and not towards the card. So we're just going to put it in there. Oh yeah, that thing is opening up. And then just kind of give it a little twist. Yeah, this thing should just peel right apart. Oh yeah. I feel like if I just take these 2 pieces, and there it is, very easy. I think SGC cases are actually very easy to open. I did another video where I cracked 13 slabs. BGS is by far the hardest case to get into. Alright, so then we're going to very carefully just pop this out. Bada bing, bada boom, we've got our card. Now we're just going to clean this card off a little bit and get it ready for grading. So all we need is a microfiber cloth, a paper towel, and we're just going to give it a little wipe down. If you want a more in-depth video on how I prepare my cards for grading and getting them ready, watch this video right here, and I'll go into that. So we're just basically going to wipe away from the card here, nothing major. This card was already graded, so you know, you would think there isn't any major fingerprints or anything like that on there. I didn't see any. And then we'll just go from the other corner, wiping away. Pick it up, we'll flip it over, and we'll do the exact same thing. Kind of get in some light here. We'll see how it looks. Now the paper towel does leave a little residue on it, so I just kind of pick it up, brush that off. Kind of look at it in the light a little more, see if I see any smudges or anything. Alright, now that we got the card all wiped down and everything, we're going to put it in a brand new penny sleeve. And I did wash my hands right before this, so I would recommend that. I do like to put these little tabs on top. That way whoever's grading the card can just grab this and easily pull it out. Probably not necessary, but it's what I've always done. And then we need a card holder. Now with HGA, you can use a Card Saver 1 or you can use a top loader as well. They do specify that. So if you're going to use one of these, we want to make sure to clear some room in there. So I'll literally just like try to stretch it out, jam my fingers in there, try to open it up, because when it's brand new, oh shit, I just ripped it. But that's actually okay. If you rip it, it'll make it a little bit easier for the grader to get the card in and out. And then kind of just pinch the sides of it, push that thing in there. That's what she said. And there we go. Jason Tatum Premier Level Select. Very nice. Alright, so I just wanted to show you guys this. So I pulled this out of a Select pack just a couple days ago, and then I got into HGA and I was like, oh, I'm sending this Herbert off for sure. So I put it in my I put it in my order for HGA, and I didn't get a chance to really look over the card. But do you see the back of this thing just absolutely mangled? Let's try to catch it in light. But all of this right here, all these scratches right here, coming this way. Goodness gracious. There's even some up here. I don't know if the camera is going to catch it. But golly. Come on, Select. What are you doing here? And I already put it in my HGA order, so I'm going to send it off regardless. But shit. I mean, the good thing is it's on the back of the card, not the front. But holy cow. We'll see what they grade it here. Alright, so now we're going to get these cards packaged up to send off. But before that, I wanted to let you guys know I am doing a giveaway in my other video. I'll link it right up here. And so go watch that video. It's the last one I did. I'm going to be giving away a free pack of football cards. Now the first thing you have to do when you have your cards is you have to put them in order that they show up on the packing sheet. Now HGA says that if they are not in order, your card will basically lose its spot in line. So it's going to hold up the processing time for it. Now what they like is 2 pieces of cardboard in between the cards. And then they say rubber bands or painter's tape. So we're basically just going to keep this from moving. We'll do a little overkill. I'll put another one on there just to keep it nice and snug. Alright, so now once you have it here, then what we're going to do is we're going to put bubble wrap around it. Now if you're someone like me who's always buying cards, I know you got bubble wrap laying around. So we're just going to put it in there. Kind of roll this thing up. Roll it up. And then you know what? We're going to take another rubber band and rubber band that now. Alright. So it's safe, secure. Now next thing is you need some sort of cardboard box, and they do say it has to be a cardboard box, not a bubble mailer. So I got this from USPS.com. They're completely free, they're pretty small. I think it's a perfect size for this. So let me put this thing together. Alright, so we got our box now. Now before you seal it up, you have to get that packing label and put it inside. When you put your order through, HGA is going to send you a packing label. You have to include that in here. That's going to help them with tracking. And then all we have to do is we just have to write our address, so whatever your address is, and then the shipping address on there. Take this to the post office and you'll be good to go. Alright, so if you want to know how you can win this pack of NFL football cards, watch my previous video. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope I was able to help you out on your HGA order. And then let me know in the comments, have you been able to make it into HGA? Did you have a hard time getting in, or was it pretty easy for you? And then if you want to see more videos similar to this one, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Until the next video, stay safe, get some good cards, and I'm out. What the fuck?